On the edge of your night, staying drunk on your vibe. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so out of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground, sanctuary. Trying to be with you touch, oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found.
Hi friends, good morning. We are at Sycamore Oak in Southeast DC for the 2025 BlackBone Summit. I am doing the morning motivation to help people regulate their nervous systems, get a little bit of body movement, be motivated for this wonderful summit ahead. We are at the beautiful Sycamore Oak, and as you can tell, there's such nice decorations, all the vibes. Let me give you a little outfit check. So we have a nice little pantsuit, vest pantsuit with the shoes. Some charms by Salience, always the jewelry. And today we'll talk about tapping into your creative power. So when it comes to tapping into your creative power, that starts with self-awareness. I'll be talking a little bit more about how my life centered around performance, and now it centers around presence, cultivating that self-awareness within myself so that I can fuel my creative power. And when you're fueling your creative power, that creativity goes into designing the life that you love, that you feel good about, and that you feel confident about. I'm really excited to talk to the folks here today, as well as just get them motivated to breathe on purpose and to move their bodies on purpose. I feel good, I'm sunbathing a little bit, and as you can tell, they're doing a little bit of mic check, so we're gonna get started very, very soon. I hope that you're doing well, have a great day, and I'll chat with you later. Mwah. Bye.
And we are at the BlackBone Summit,
Yes.
and we're getting ready to have a good time.
Yeah,
so,
we are.
Tell us about your business.
Hoo-ah. So we have performance. Overall, majority of my life has been focused on performance, and now it's centralized around presence, around regulating my nervous system, integrating my body, surrendering to the flow, as well as expanding my consciousness and my mindset so that I can be able to tap deeper into my creative power. My name is Radiance, and it's an honor to stand here today, this morning, speaking to you about tapping into your creative power, designing a life you love, and being well on purpose. Thanks. So when we think about this, there's a couple quotes that I have. I'm gonna bring out my phone. Caring for myself is not self-indulgence, it's self-preservation, and that's an act of political warfare. So the only way to deal with this life meaningfully is to find a way through it. Toni Morrison. Surrender control of outcomes. Surrendering isn't a weakness, it's a deep trust in your systems and your timing. Success and healing aren't linear. You know, when we talk about expanding your consciousness, it's trying new things, being curious about who you are and what's within. If you're always trying to be normal, you'll never know how amazing you can be. Maya Angelou. Good enough. All right.
Thank you guys to our early risers. Let's start off with a mindfulness moment. We believe in intentionality at BlackBone. The Radiance has Miss Mindfulness herself. And so she has a great activity for us this morning. So please be mindful, be intentional, be in the moment. All right, Radiance.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good morning, friends. How are y'all today? It's a beautiful day to be alive, to breathe on purpose, to feel at ease. My name is Radiance, and it's an honor being here today. I know y'all probably saw a little bit of jigs, a little bit of morning inspiration. Everyone always says, like, I wake up and I'm on go mode. What is it? The Soulja Boy song, hopped up out the bed, turned my swag on, took a look, and that's how I wake up. I wanted to talk to y'all about a framework that helps me live my best life, a little bit more about me, and then we'll also do some intentional breathing and intentional movement. Performance. Y'all see these arms? Yeah. All right. Okay. It's my 24th year running. It's crazy to say that. I am a Hall of Fame athlete. I got a full scholarship to the University of South Carolina. I'm performing, baby. I've ran live on ESPN. I have been all the things, performing. And now my life is solely focused on presence. So here's the difference. When you're performing, it is for others. When you're cultivating presence, you're going within. You're really going into the systems within your body and finding out what feels good to you. Tapping into your creative power. You know what? We are the greatest creation. Are you kidding me? Y'all see this? You know? I think of that every time I wake up in the morning. Think about the systems, my nervous system, being able to blink, right? Being able to see, to hear, to have these elements of my body, it's a blessing. And so we are one of the best creations. We're gonna start out with a little bit of breath work because, I've been dancing, I've been moving, I've been shaking, so I wanna ground myself and help you ground as well. So I would like everyone to be in your seats, have your feet on the ground, allow your spine to be nice and erect, the beautiful crown of your head facing the sky ceiling. And simply take a deep breath in. And then exhale, sigh it out. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Last one, best one here. Deep breath in. And exhale. Now mind your own breath and embrace the silence. Have we had silence this morning? Taking another breath in and exhale. All right, friends, that's just a start. We're gonna do more, get excited. So going back into tapping into your creative power and what that looks like. But that's tapping into ourselves, how we feel, how our nervous system feels, how our heart feels. And so the self-awareness to me is the very first step into tapping into your creative power, because we are all uniquely designed. What I create is different than what you create when it comes to personal, when it comes to style, hair, business, ideas. Everything is coming from you internally anyway, your beautiful brain. And when we know how we're feeling, then no one else can make us feel inferior without our consent. In reality, when we know who we are and what it feels like on the inside, then we can cultivate that presence, as well as use that as fuel to tap deeper into our creativity. Now, creativity is not just an art. Creativity is how we design our life. So my framework is R.I.S E. R-I-S-E. Hi friends, here we are at Sycamore Oak, and actually behind us and below is the 2025 BlackBone Summit. It was an honor to be able to speak early this morning about tapping into your creative power through my R.I.S E framework. The R.I.S E framework starts with R, regulating your nervous system, grounding yourself, integrating in breathwork and meditation to really activate that parasympathetic nervous system that rests and digests so you may be well on purpose. The second aspect is I, integrating movement into your system. So moving your body, also, so I led us through a slight little movement chair yoga class. And integrating your body is so important because that's the vehicle that's going to take you through life. That is also the way that you can process your emotions, because a lot of things get stored in the body. So when you're really cleansing out your body, then that helps you be more open and receptive to your own creativity. The next is S. S is surrendering control, friends. We have no control of what happens. The only thing that we have control of is our internal self. That's why we're regulating and integrating. So we're surrendering to the outcomes. We do have these goals, we have these exciting things that we want, but we're surrendering how we get there. And we're also surrendering to our systems. We're integrating systems, aka breathing for 5 minutes, moving your body on purpose, maybe saying a gratitude. We're surrendering to that because those are the elements that's going to take us to get to our goals and get to exactly what we want to do, which is design a life we love. And the last, to just bring it to the rise, is E, expand. When we talk about expanding, it's expanding your consciousness, expanding how you're looking at the world using mindfulness and meditation. So for example, you're expanding your consciousness through trying new things, through being creative. Maybe it's traveling, maybe it's something that you've always pushed aside that you actually do on purpose. So when we're expanding, we are growing uncontrollably in a beautiful way. It's that neuroplasticity that our brain is always activating into new things. So when it comes to your creative power, regulating your nervous system, integrating in your body, your vehicle for life, surrendering to the process and your systems that will get you to the outcome, as well as expanding your consciousness and allowing neuroplasticity to help you design the life. Now, everyone is creative. Creativity is not just art. Creativity is how we live our lives every single day. We are uniquely designed. And because we are uniquely designed, we have certain gifts, talents, and treasures that no one else has. And so when we cultivate and we activate that by going internal, then we can become unstoppable for ourselves. So one of the things that I had spoke about was that my life was solely based on performance, and now it's based on presence. Being present is the most beautiful performance that I'm giving to myself and my creator. So I just had such a great time. There was so many smiling faces, so many happy faces, those who want to tap into their creativity, those who want to have a better, more vibrant feeling within every day. And that comes with your nervous system, your breath, and moving your brilliant bodies. What an honor it was to speak about my R.I.S.E framework and speaking about tapping into my creative power and how you can also tap into yours. Thank you so much. We're gonna keep going with the summit, but I hope that you have a really wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.